Hello, hi. Welcome to day two of the AI Impact Summit. So let's start today with the Hall 5, which is one of the most prominent hall where you will find all the national and international companies. So as you can see in the map, we can see Tata, Google, Nvidia, and Reliance Pavilion in the front. This is hall number 5. Then there is AMD, Cisco, and your HPC, SCL, and also OpenAI and many other companies. So we have entered hall number 5, and as you can see that we are now into the Tata pavilion, which has focused more on manufacturing. So let's listen to what they are saying. So Tata, this gentleman is demonstrating. I think his name was Vipul. Vipul is demonstrating a robot arm that they have made for assembly line, and which increases the throughput on the assembly line. So is what he's trying to explain.
I can't throw objects. That's unsafe and not supported. If you'd like, I can safely hand you an oil filter or place it at a reachable spot. I can
Tata
also
are
send it via
into
the airport
manufacturing
when
for
it's
the last
available. How would you
few
like to
years,
proceed?
and now they are generating a good percentage of their revenues from this vertical also. So, besides the manufacturing, Tata has also shown their products for AI in retail, and also uh, they have also put up a stall for semiconductor, which they are coming up in Dholera. So in Dholera, they will be generating the chips, while in Assam they have a ASIC assembly line. So this is another product from Tata where they can feel the attributes of something. So here the gentleman, I think his name was Arun, was demonstrating how you can feel the stiffness of something, whether it's soft or hard or something like that. So Tata is doing good work in all this area, and most of this work, research work, is carried out in house only. I did ask them whether they have any joint collaboration, but I think they said that no, they are doing all alone. So Tata Research is doing all this thing. It is good to see that many Indian companies have come up in a big way in AI. When you visit such exhibits, you come to know how much India is progressing into artificial intelligence. And I think this is a very good summit and exhibit for young students, and even the people who are into IT and tech field. It gives a very good idea of what all developments are happening in our country. Uh, Besides Tata, we also visited the Reliance Pavilion, which is also a big one, and they have also come up with a lot of products. That part will show later in the podcast. We also visited the Google and Nvidia. So we were able to visit only for the. There are so many exhibits that it's not possible to visit each of them and get to know about their products. So you have to be very selective, and you have to keep the time in mind if you really want to have a quick view of everything. And this was just the second hall that we visited. Yesterday we have visited hall number 1. Today we visited hall number 5, and there are another 3 halls to be visited. We also visited partially hall number 2, which has AI for agriculture. That was also very interesting, and there are a lot of applications that are coming up in agriculture. And we also found people from the farming community visiting this stall. So I think this summit will go a long way in creating awareness into this field of AI. And in fact, farmers are using this AI for their crops and all that. Here is another product from Tata, which is about how AI can be used to maintain quality. So, so after our visit to Tata, we thought to have a break, and we came out. Now this is how we entered the AI Impact Summit. This is gate number 4. There are gate number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And gate number 1 is for senior government officials as well as the heads of companies, while gate number 4 is for your common visitors. And there is gate number 3 also, which I think if you are coming with in your own vehicle, you can use gate number 3. But the traffic is so much that I think you will need a lot of patience to come in your own car, even if you have a driver. So you can see the arrangements and the entrance as you come to this AI summit. Things are very fast, so there are not much delay at any of the junction or point. So within 5 minutes we were inside the main area where the exhibits were held. And since we have visited the summit very well yesterday, today we thought just to enter directly to hall 5, and we went directly straight to the Tata booth.
क्रैक वगैरह रहते हैं वो पीछे रहते हैं।
Now, this was an interesting booth that attracted a lot of visitors. This was AI-enabled cricket coaching and was put up by Google. We'll talk about that in a separate video. This was your food court. There are different food courts. Yesterday we could not identify each of them, but today we found this. There is another big food court, and this is in front of hall 5. And yesterday we have visited a smaller food court that was in front of hall number 1. So if you visit there, you will find a lot of places to have your food, and also Swiggy is there, so that you can order with them and they will bring it to your table. Today I found interestingly a lot of places where water bottles were also kept and were sold, I think. See the queue in front of the halls. There is hall number 5 and the queues are very large here. As the day progressed, the queues became larger and there were more people coming to the summit. So I think if you want to go tomorrow and day after tomorrow, after 2 days left now, if you want to go, you should go early morning, so around 10, 11. That's the right time, and heat is also less during those hours. But after lunch, you will find a lot of people coming to the summit.
Has hope you're not recording. And then you can get allow listed to get access to these APIs free of cost in 11 countries in Asia and Africa.
You mentioned Google Agriculture API or Agri API.
So you should search for Agri with Google. So this is the page. 1 second, you can take a maybe हमारे models को provide की. लेकिन जो actual जो soil health assessment है वो अपने sensors के data के add करते हैं उसके ऊपर और फिर farmer advisory application और हमारे partners हैं जैसे Digital Green है वो
So this is hall number 2 where you will find AI for agriculture. And as you see, there is a lot of interest and visitors here also. I think the summit is really good in the aspect that it will create a lot of awareness and even those who do not understand AI, they will be able to understand what all is about AI about
which make sure
and
that
what
we
all
give farmer
applications can be
hyper-local
carried out
advisory without
using
taking
AI.
much inputs from the farmer. So farmer को कुछ
I
data
was a
नहीं
bit
मिलेगा.
disappointed
Farmer
by
just
the
have to give his
NVIDIA
net log.
pavilion.
So
I
how do you
thought
collect
that
the
they
data?
would put up
When
some
farmer
more
downloads the application, we ask for the permission to get the net log.
information
Once we
about
get the
their
net log,
products
we
and all that, but
take remote sensing and
didn't
using
find
remote sensing
much
we do the farm boundary classification, hill
display
estimate IPs,
from
build
their
the crop
side.
classification, hill estimation, anomaly detection, harvest progression. I would like to know how it's using remote sensing. And we have our weather company, so we for that particular net log we take the weather data, historical as well as the forecast.
Now this AI application by GeoKrishi, that is what we call it. They have made an app by the same name, I think, GeoKrishi or Krishi, something like that, which collects all the information about the weather and environment in your area, that is where your farm is located. And they have a IoT-based product also, which can be installed in your farm to collect real-time data, temperature and all that.
Agri AI Stack, which is a government property. And
These are good product and
once we have all these data points,
I think
we
they
can generate
will be quite
hyper-local
useful
advisory.
for
Farmer can discuss
farmers.
anything.
The GeoKrishi app is available free of cost, while the IoT has to be installed, I think, at a nominal cost. I think
This
they
is in
said something around
half of it is operational. That is basically
10,000. He's
text-based is
Mr.
operational.
Maheshwari,
We are
who is
all over
explained.
country. right? We are making it voice enabled now. So we are
There is a maintenance fee of 1,500 rupees
chat is free.
after
Chat
first
is free.
year.
You can go to Play
No, the
Store.
app
App is also free.
IoT
You can go to
product.
Play Store, download GeoCrishi. You can download the application directly from there. You can use the basic feature. If you want to have IoT, you want to install physical sensor on your farm, and you want to have data-driven farming. Remote sensing has still some limitations, obviously, because your satellite image will pass every 7 days. So 7 days
What exactly IoT will be putting the sensors also?
IoT will be putting up temperature, humidity,
all
rainfall,
the
leaf
sensors.
wetness, leaf temperature, soil moisture, soil temperature, soil history, soil pH. all
After
sensors will be
visiting this
installed in the farm.
summit, I felt somehow that
The cost of the device is around 44,000. It is a
though
one-time
the
cost.
feeling was
And you'll be able to
there,
see all the data points here.
and we all
Maintenance
know
will be
that
done by you.
AI is
1 year maintenance will
going
be
to
done.
change
Then there is a
a
platform
lot of
fee.
things. But when you see all these applications and things in
Which is
practice,
for telecom,
then you
because
realize
we are
that
using same
the
year
world is
because
moving very
cloud.
fast in
What is the
this
lifetime
AI
of the
domain,
sensors?
and there
Normally
are a
it
lot
takes
of
around 5
changes
years. 5 years which
that
we are living because our
we'll be
devices
seeing
are running for
going
5
forward.
years. So farmers can have
Agriculture is one area where it's going to have
We'll
impact.
give you the conditions.
Besides,
So
of
you
course,
can have access to all
manufacturing
data
and
points here.
things like
It
that.
will tell
Health
you
is also
whether you have to
another
irrigate.
domain
If you have to
where
irrigate, how
AI
much to
is going
irrigate.
to have
Taking
major
data from your
impact.
farm.
So
It will
health,
also tell you if there is any
agriculture,
chance of disease or pests appearing into the
your
farm. What is the risk
manufacturing,
of that particular
these
disease or
are
pest
the
appearing into
areas
the farm?
that will be
If it has
dominated by
crossed the
AI.
threshold level, it will generate an alert, and farmers will be able to see how does the disease look. If it is into high risk, low risk, and all. You can also see the control measures.
Do you think the farmer can understand all this?
That's what I'm saying. As of now, it's text based. We are enabling it and making it voice based. So this is live, which I'm trying to show. But the next maybe 1 or 2 months, we'll be having a voice enable where farmer just have to speak and the app will also speak.
This is the booth of Google AI enabled cricket coaching. I also tried the same. I'll put a separate video for that. So what it does, it simply checks your stance and the way you play with a soft hand or a hard hand, and everything through motion, and then gives you a score out of 100. So it also tells you some of your weak points and things that you can improve. So it's a good application. And,
Takes time, like around
yeah, so this is the data this is, I think he's talking about the solar plant.
You have to print some circuit and print that circuit.
This is Mr. Mekala, he's a PhD from IIT Kanpur. So you can see this traffic outside Bharat Mandapam, and this is what that pinches, because the temperatures are soaring, and it becomes really difficult to move around. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I will be back again.